Welcome to Jurassic Park. I am in the campground and I am going to do the Dreamforce DemoJam dash. I am going to dash between a load of different ISVs to learn more about their products or services to see and how they solve problems in our ecosystem. And I'm going to give them a challenge of doing a 3-minute demo-ish, and we'll see what happens. I don't know how many are going to accept, but let's give it a go, eh? Let's go. I have found S-Docs. Okay, hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Okay, I'm whizzing around the expo hall trying to find ISVs to do a demo of their app so I can learn more about them.
You want a demo of S-Docs?
Can I have a demo?
Absolutely, we would love to give you a demo.
Brilliant, it's demo time!
Hi, Francis.
Hiya, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Right, are you ready for a demo?
I think so.
But first,
okay.
What is S-Docs for all the people out there who don't know what it is?
S-Docs is a native Salesforce document generation and e-sign platform.
Cool. And what I love about your DocGen tool is it's completely native on the platform, which basically means it's the securest DocGen tool on the App Exchange today, right?
100%. It's arguably our most favorable feature. So from a security perspective, your data never has to leave Salesforce, meaning that you can use data internally to generate documents, you can e-sign documents, but all of the data that you have to use will be in Salesforce and stay in Salesforce, unless you choose to export your files at some point with one of our integration partners, like a storage platform. We support Box, SharePoint, Google Drive. So if you want to ever offload or store documents for that purpose, we do have native integrations with those storage platforms.
Brilliant, cool, okay. Are we ready for the demo jam?
I think so. You want to take a look and generate a document?
Yeah, let's get going.
Awesome.
Go.
So as you'll notice, we are here in Salesforce. We are going to generate a contract with Pacific Edge Software. So they are one of our wonderful SI partners. And we are compatible with a ton of different workflows within Salesforce. We have an SDK built out on Salesforce Flow for our customers to use. You'll notice here on this contract record that you have a Lightning Web component on your right for generated documents, and of course there's nothing there. So let's go ahead and change that. We're going to move this contract through because we love Pacific Edge Software. And you'll notice that you have the option to generate an MSA on your right here. You'll notice there are 2 document options, either a Word or a PDF. We also support multiple file formats. So all the way from HTML to Excel, PowerPoint, we can do it all. I am going to go ahead and generate a PDF version, if that's okay. So we'll generate this, and then we'll take a look at the document and how we could live edit. All right, so in this Lightning component down here under generated documents, this is where our master service agreement generated. We will take a look at our live edit functionality before going ahead and sending it for signature. All right, so we have our master service agreement here. I want to point out some merge fields. So we support all Salesforce fields for data, and you can pull in any different types of data within your template. So you'll notice we pulled in our contract number, some effective dates, and just important contract information. So account owner information, customer name. We also obviously have the date of the MSA along with, of course, the account name. You can live edit. So if you wanted to remove any terms, add anything, customize any type of document that before sending for e-signature, you can do that all within Salesforce. We're going to go ahead and save and send this document. And it's super easy. So you're just going to select the document that you want to send, and then you'll go ahead and you will go click the send button. You can, of course, customize your from, your to, and your subject. And you can also customize the email template. So if you want to add your logo, any kind of custom formatting, or of course, just special context, you can go ahead and do that. So it looks like it's coming from your business and not necessarily just from a document generation tool. We'll go ahead and send that. So this is what the email looks like. Again, you can completely customize this email template. We'll go ahead and send it for e-signature, or go ahead and walk you through the signing process. You're going to go ahead and consent to doing business electronically. We also do have MFA security for an additional layer if you wanted to add that to your e-sign documents.
And this is still in your Salesforce org, right?
All within Salesforce, you never have to leave. So you'll see our Salesforce merge fields here pulled in if we want to hit next. Your e-signer will get the option to either draw their signature or they can choose to text a signature, and you can default this option as well. But if not, they'll get the option to do either. So we'll go ahead and add our e-signature. It's just as easy as that. Then we're going to take a look at where this document is stored within Salesforce. And we'll go behind the scenes too to see where all of our templates are stored and how we will go about editing those. So if we were to refresh this Salesforce record here, you're always going to get your signed and your unsigned file in your files section. And one of the unique things about SDocs is we're always going to give you that audit trail for security purposes. So if you ever need to look back on an e-signed document, you'll be able to go ahead and reference that audit trail. It's something that we natively include in every e-signed document. Exactly.
Okay.
So if you ever need a reference back for security purposes, it's all within the document.
Okay, cool.
The other great thing about SDocs being on Salesforce and native is all of your templates live here within the Salesforce app. So you'll download us from the App Exchange, you'll be in the app, your templates will all live here, and this is where you can go ahead and edit. You can choose to pull in any Salesforce data points, merge fields, conditional formatting. Again, if you wanted to include us in any of your workflows for an opportunity perspective, if we hit a certain stage, or if you want to automatically generate any documents and send them out for signature, you're able to do that with our workflow capability as well.
So you can do it behind the scenes without anybody doing
Of course. Yeah, so you can of course manually generate documents, but you can go ahead and automatically have them generated as well.
Okay, cool.
So from an editing perspective, this is where all the magic happens. This is where you can add any related list, insert conditional logic, your merge fields. We do support a variety of different field types. And that is SDocs in a 3-minute box.
Brilliant. Loving it. It's so good. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
for
Francis.
participating in the demo jam.
We appreciate you.
Cool. Bye. Okay, I'm sneaking into the Salesforce Ben Hub. Here it is at Dreamforce, which is a cool space to relax and chill out. And they've got loads of coffee and things going on in the room. But I'm going to try and persuade a couple of the sponsors here to see if they want to do a demo jam. I wondered if you would be interested in doing a demo jam, because I use it a lot. We use it for London's Calling as well, back in the UK.
Yep.
And it's a cool product. And I think more people should know about it.
Yeah, why not?
So for those people who don't know what Breadwinner is, can you give them a quick overview?
Yeah, absolutely. We make a turnkey, very fast time to value integration between Salesforce and popular financial systems. So that would be Xero, QuickBooks, NetSuite, and Stripe.
Oh, is it really? Okay,
Yes.
cool. Awesome. Yeah, because I use it a lot, I have to say, and a lot of clients do, because even it's just visualizing invoices in Salesforce, right? It's like such a massive win, right?
Yes.
Even if you're not even creating them, just being able to see that things are paid or outstanding or whatever is awesome. But then obviously got the creation part as well.
Yeah.
But should we go and take a look? Are you ready for a quick demo?
Let's give it a shot.
Let's get it set up and we'll get going.
So, Breadwinner is a very fast time to value turnkey integration with financial systems like Xero, QuickBooks, NetSuite, and Stripe. We're looking at our QuickBooks integration here. I like to look at two sides of the integration. How do we bring data from the financial system into Salesforce, lay it out in a way that's logical so you can solve that financial visibility problem? And then we're going to look at how we go the other way and create a transaction in the financial system from inside of Salesforce. So on the first side there, let's go to a Salesforce account. And you can see right here on the account, we're bringing in a lot of great data from QuickBooks. We've got a roll-up bar of the financials. We've got a nice sortable chart that shows you all of the financials over time. And then we've got related lists for any transactions that exist in the financial system. So invoices, payments, whatever it might be. So we do a historical sync, and then we're constantly looking for anything that's new or anything that's modified to make sure that everything's up to date inside of Salesforce. So then we're going to jump the fence and go the other way and see how we create a transaction. I'm going to create an invoice off an opportunity. We can do it from any object, but that's a real common use case. So here I've got an opportunity, and if I scroll down on this opportunity, I've got a related list for invoices. If I click New, it launches our guided wizard. And this is just a couple of clicks with a review period to let you generate that transaction inside of the financial system, in this case QuickBooks. We already know what customer we're creating this for. We're going to pre-populate it from the opportunity opportunity. I click next and we generate a preview. This is your review stage. If we scroll down, we can see that it's already pulled in from the opportunity and products, all of the products, quantities, pricing, everything you need. We're going to go ahead and create this invoice in QuickBooks. That creates it in QuickBooks and then immediately syncs the record back into Salesforce, which you see now, and that's our confirmation of creation. So from here we could send the invoice or download it right inside of Salesforce, and if we scroll down we see that it's already linked with the correct account, with the correct opportunity, and if we go back to that opportunity and scroll down, right there in our related list where we started, there's that invoice. And then lastly, we also include an API if you want to automate the transaction creation or have special use cases you need to accommodate for. So that's your quick overview of Breadwinner.
Brilliant. That's really cool. Well, we actually use it at London's Calling with a Xero integration.
Yep.
And yeah, it's really cool for us because literally get that visibility of all the invoices directly in Salesforce. But also, when the invoice gets paid, we then trigger the next part of the workflow of, hey, you can sign up your tickets, you can free sponsor tickets, or whatever it may be. Yeah. So yeah, it's super powerful.
Yeah, and it's all brought in as native Salesforce data. So if you want to build workflow off of it, you want to make it accessible to AI like Agentforce, you want to control visibility with profiles and permission sets, all of that's possible because we are 100% native.
Yeah, which is brilliant. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
and
it.
now I've got to find another partner to see if they're going to do a demo jam. So I've got to go. See ya. Bye. Okay, it's coming to the end of the day. Find a sponsor. Okay, here we go. Here you are. Hello, Quality Clouds. How are you?
How are you?
Okay, I am whizzing around ISVs to see if some of them or one of them might be interested in doing a demo jam. Are you up for a demo jam?
Absolutely.
What is Quality Clouds?
Quality Clouds is a governance layer on your Salesforce environment.
Yeah.
It gives you access to 1,000+ best practices that allows you to kind of then embed those best practices right from a developer all the way to the platform owner.
What I want to really see is the MCP integration on Visual Studio.
That's something cool we have
which I really want.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to really see that. So is that something you can demo?
Absolutely, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, let's get set up on the demo, and we can start the demo. See you in a sec.
This is the library of best practices that I was referring to earlier. We obviously have this right now filtered on the security and on the high. So just from a high severity security perspective, we have got about 127 best practices out there. If you dig deeper into here, you will see a lot of things around injection kind of controls, hard-coded societies, all of that, possible sensitive information being shared, password policies, vulnerability attacks, Angular, DDoS attacks, XSS vulnerability, jQuery attacks, all of that is covered in here in addition to all of the other best practices that we have. So if I just simply kind of just clear this off over here and select my org again, so this gives you the entire breadth of best practices that we have today, not only around security but around manageability, performance. All of that is there in here in this library. Now this library of best practices is what I was referring to you, Francis, earlier about. We apply this at every level possible in the Salesforce ecosystem, right from the developer all the way to the platform owner. Bringing this over here, we are able to kind of scan your entire Salesforce ecosystem and then bring that results back into our beautiful BI dashboard that gives you an understanding of all of the best practices that have been violated on the platform as a whole. As a developer, I am in my house, sitting, working from home, building my functionality,
Bruce
whatever.
Just coming by. Distracted me a little bit.
So, in here you would have then the ability for the developer to use the live check to run a scan on their Apex SaaS or what they were working on. But what's really cool is now we have the GitHub Copilot, and in the GitHub Copilot we have our MCP server. The Quality Clouds MCP server is connected. So in here now I can start giving it any kind of commands to create functionality, and that is kind of adhering to the best practices beforehand. So we are taking vibe coding to a next level.
Yeah,
this is also available as part of the Agentforce Vibe as well. So we can connect our MCP server to Agentforce Vibe.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I'm going to get a quick command over here saying create a method for account controller. To give back a name and ID. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I click that, it's gone into there, it is read this here and is created that account controller ID for me. And it is giving me the results here. I can then even ask it to run a live check on the controller. It will do that live check and give me back the results. So it's using my MCP server as well to run the live check on it. There you go, it's working on it now. It's going to give me the results. So there you go, it's given me the results that there are these kind of best practices that are violated here. And I can also then tell it to fix the violations. So it is now going to, you can see on the screen here, it has now made the changes in here and fix the violations as well as per the MCP.
That's cool.
And your code is now compliant.
So you're using the chatbot, or the agent, to create your code, but using quality clouds
to make sure
that it is valid and it is compliant. Yeah. That is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I think, with the Vibe, because actually I was over at the Vibe coding, and one of the things that I was like, wait a minute, I don't want my admins creating apps in a way that makes them insecure or whatever, because they just don't know what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
But I still want to give them the power, I think, to do it. Maybe I don't know.
Guardrails.
Yeah, it's with guardrails.
With guardrails.
And Sales was like, you can manually put your rules into a file or whatever.
Manually.
Yeah, exactly. But I think this is great because you've got all that best practice rules already there that you can integrate into based on the Vibe code being created or your own code within VS Code. And also, if I did, I can put manual, rules into quality clouds or actually even baked into my application.
In fact, we have put an automation on that adding of best practices as well. So we are coming out with our own LLM rule builder.
Right.
That's going to kind of automate that process of creating custom rules.
Oh, right. Okay, cool.
So you don't need to even kind of think of adding manually those rules. You can just type it into the prompt saying, I want a best practice to do for this. It can be around security purposes, around designing, architecture, anything of that sort. And that library will get updated with this new best practices from your company.
All the developers are now using it.
And all the developers will be using it.
I love it. I love that demo. That was really cool. Well, thank you so much for the demo.
Thank you.
And on to the next one. Hopefully, if I can find another person that's crazy enough to do a demo jam. Cool. See ya. Bye. Wow, that's really cool. I love that. It's coming to the end of the day now, so I don't think there's many people that are going to do a demo jam. But oh my word, the mascots are out. Ta-ta.